Hello, Liverpool fans. Welcome to the Liverpool Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates, and transfer stories straight from Anfield. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that subscribe button now and stay in the loop with all things Reds. The January transfer window is now over halfway through, and there is still plenty to be settled for Liverpool. The Reds started the month with question marks over the futures of Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and they all still remain. Fresh links with Saudi Arabia for Salah and the Real Madrid saga for Alexander-Arnold are ongoing, ever-developing stories that seemingly won't go away. Things continue to go well on the pitch, where Arneslot's side lead the Premier League and Champions League, and remain in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, but there have been a few bumps in the road of late. Some reinforcements in the mid-season window wouldn't go amiss at Anfield. Al Hilal manager Jorge Jesus has been extremely open on the club's interest in Salah and the status of Neymar. The Saudi Arabian club haven't got the best out of Neymar since signing him in August 2023, and with his contract drawing to a close at the end of the season, they are eyeing a big-name replacement. Neymar could move to the MLS, and Jesus has given a brutally honest assessment of his level. "I don't know anything about Neymar's future," he said. "I can't comment on things I don't know. The Saudi Pro League is one of the best leagues in the world. Neymar can no longer play at the level we are used to." Jesus was then asked about possible replacements, amid rumours that they are lining up a 2-year deal worth £65 million for Salah. "Salah or other big names won't come this winter," Jesus said, "but maybe this summer." The Spanish press have been confidently predicting a move to Real Madrid for Alexander-Arnold of late, with Marca saying he has verbally agreed to a summer move. The view from England is that, while those reports are not yet the case, the longer things are allowed to drift on Merseyside, the more likely it is that the fullback will join Jude Bellingham in the Spanish capital. As we know, Alexander-Arnold can leave as a free agent in the summer, unless he extends his Liverpool contract, and TalkSport says that there is a growing confidence in Madrid that they will get their man. That understanding isn't lost on Anfield chiefs either, who are hurrying to try and get things done. It's not just about trying to keep hold of their star players for Liverpool, who are also keeping an eye out for possible deals of their own. Stuttgart midfielder Angelo Stiller is one of the names on their radar, according to Team Talk, who say that he is one of the defensive midfielders being considered for the summer window. The 23-year-old midfielder is currently only under contract with Stuttgart until June 2027, so the club are keen to extend it. However, if they can't manage that, then they will consider a summer sale, when Stiller can still command a good price. That price is €40 million, £33.8 million, for the 3-cap Germany international. The interest comes after Liverpool failed to land Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad in the summer. The Spain star is now thought to be joining Arsenal in the summer instead. Arne Slot has dropped Andy Robertson from Liverpool's starting lineup for Saturday's trip to Brentford. Scotland international Robertson turned in a below-par display in Tuesday night's 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest, and was replaced midway through the second half by Kostas Tsimikas, who immediately assisted a goal for Diogo Jota. The Greek left-back comes into the Reds' side from the start for the trip to the G-Tech Community Stadium, in what is the only change to Slot's first XE from the Forest draw, with Jota not among the substitutes after he picked up a knock at the City ground. Liverpool 11 to face Brentford: Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Diaz. Subs: Kelleher, Endo, Núñez, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Robertson, Quansah, Bradley. Jota and Luis Diaz had missed Liverpool's training session on Thursday, but the Colombian has recovered from illness and takes his place in centre of the Liverpool attack, with Darwin Núñez on the bench. On Jota, Slot said, "There is no doubt about the fact Jota is an important player for us, but he wasn't on the training ground yesterday Thursday, so that means we have to see today where he is. So it is not sure he will be available for tomorrow. We have to wait and see today." He felt a little bit when he came in at Forest, a little niggle during the half hour he came in. He could finish the game, but afterwards he complained a bit about it, and that's why he didn't train yesterday. The Reds would pull 7 points clear at the top of the table with a win ahead of Arsenal hosting Aston Villa on Saturday evening. Brentford remains to face Liverpool. Flecken, Roslev, Vandenberg, Collins, Lewis Potter, Yarmolyuk, Norgard, Janelt, Mbomo, Visser, Damsgaard. Subs: Valdimarsson, Mee, Kim, Henry, Jensen, Konak, Magoma, Carvalho, Shard. Jaap Stam has pinpointed Sven Botman as a potential replacement for Virgil van Dijk, with the Liverpool captain yet to agree a new contract. The 33-year-old has been locked in negotiations with the Premier League leaders. They risk losing him, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold, for free this summer. The trio have been allowed to talk to other clubs overseas since the start of the month, with a view to agreeing a pre-contract agreement. However, the skipper hasn't given any indication of wanting to put an end to his career in Merseyside. Should the case arise of his possible departure from Anfield, Manchester United legend Jaap Stam believes there's one player up to task of replacing the 33-year-old. He named Newcastle defender Botman as somebody capable of leading the Liverpool defence, admitting he'd like to his compatriot at a bigger club than the Magpies. "I rate Sven Botman very highly. He is a very good player, and I remember him playing at a young age in Holland before making the step to France and then to the Premier League," Stam said, speaking to Boyle Sports about Premier League betting. "He's a very good player and left-footed, which can be difficult to find. He has pace, and he is big and strong. He is good one-on-one and in the air. Could he replace Van Dijk? I'm 100% sure that he could. You never know, because the pressure will be different at Liverpool than it is at Newcastle, but he could be a success. I'd like to see him at an even bigger club than Newcastle, but at the moment, he needs to get back to a rhythm and play regularly with confidence." Showing fans what he can do, Botman only returned to action earlier this month after suffering an ACL injury last March, with his presence helping Newcastle to continue their stellar of 6 league wins in a row to rise to 4th in the table. Milos Kerkez is believed to favour a move to Liverpool in the wake of the growing transfer interest in the Bournemouth left-back. Kerkez, 21, has been in fine form for the Cherries this season, as they continue to impress under Andoni Iraola. But unfortunately for them, Kerkez's performances have also won the Hungary international some high-profile suitors. Liverpool have been linked with the former AZ Alkmaar star for a number of weeks now, while the likes of Manchester City and Manchester United are also admirers of the defender. But it's Arneslot's side who are seemingly in the box seat to land Kerkez, with the player keen on the idea of moving to Merseyside rather than Manchester. Kerkez's representatives have already had contact from the Reds and both Manchester clubs. But as first revealed by the I paper, the player has indicated that Anfield would be his preferred destination. And while that will come as a major boost to Slot and the Reds, it's thought Bournemouth are unlikely to give the £50 million rated star the green light to leave in the January transfer window. Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes brought Kerkez to Bournemouth, and it's outlined that his presence at Anfield has played a part in the player's thinking. Kerkez was touted as a potential signing by Jamie Carragher earlier this season, with Liverpool's long-term left-back, Andy Robertson, struggling for form. And while Carragher might not get his wish in terms of Liverpool making an addition in that area this January, his preferred target could soon be lining up for the Reds. We've just spoken about Liverpool's left-back situation and the fact Andy Robertson needs help, Carragher said previously on Sky Sports Monday Night Football. Now listen, he's been a revelation at Bournemouth. The only reason why I mention Liverpool is that fact that, yes, they are probably looking for someone in that position, but also because the sporting director who brought him to Bournemouth is now the sporting director at Liverpool. He's aggressive, he's got pace. Even when you look at him, he looks like a full-back, small, really aggressive. And after wingers on that side, he's been superb since he's come into the Premier League for Bournemouth, and it's one to watch for the future whether he stays or leaves.